and be able to catch up with the countries that have gone ahead of us. I am sure that this can be done. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say hongera to Ozima University. Thank you very much.
Excellency, sir, I now invite the Cabinet Secretary for Education.
Engasarata kokamwa President William Ruto kole kakwautiet notok kaib inendet kokaita chata nebo university notok kotakchingei koker kole kaimuch kotestai serikali ak tetutik chebo kakimitet ak kanabtaetab somanet eng emetab Kenya ole kailos inendet kandoinatetab university notok po Uzima mwaet kole kikotestai icheket ak tetutik chebo koker kole kaimuch kokimit kakataetab somanet eng oret neititaat.
Of quality rather than mass education. It speaks to the community to produce high quality graduates, and you have my unqualified support as you pursue that goal. You would have chosen to bring on board all the courses that I see in all the other universities. I know very well that it is difficult, it's much more expensive to train STEM courses, especially in the medical field. But because of your commitment and because of your strategic positioning, you chose the rather difficult, but a path that will eventually speak volumes of what Uzima University stands for. Currently, over 149,000 students are enrolled in private universities, 49% female and 51% male, demonstrating growing gender balance in line with our constitutional values. Encouragingly, nearly half, that is about 70,000 of these students, are enrolled in STEM programs, which are vital to the success of our transformation agenda. Uzima's range of programs, including medicine, clinical medicine, nursing, microbiology, and health systems management, reflect the institution's dedication to health sciences and our national needs. The university has also cultivated strong partnerships locally and internationally, which extends beyond lecture halls and ensures its students benefit from a vibrant ecosystem of research, innovation, and practical training. Your collaboration with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital and 6 county governments, including Kisumu, Vihiga, Siaya, Homa Bay, Bungoma, and Kakamega, has enhanced clinical placements, providing your students with practical, high-quality, and locally relevant training. I must comment that because of in recognition, actually, of the commitment of the founder, Zacchaeus Okoth, Archbishop Emeritus, and because of the demonstrated commitment of Uzima University to training healthcare personnel, and as we pursue universal health coverage, the requirement of highly trained quality personnel is necessary, and therefore the government of Kenya is going to provide a grant of Kenya shillings 100 million to Uzima University to further the training of the much needed health personnel in Kenya. Internationally, I applaud Uzima's collaboration with Kenya Nurse and Remar Nurse, which enables your graduates to sit for National Council licensure examination and other international exams, opening global opportunities in countries such as the US and Australia. I am particularly inspired by the story of Dr. Hezron Omondi Omolo, Uzima's first medical student, who now leads the Division of Professional Standards and Human Resource at the Ministry of Health. His success reflects the kind of legacy this university is building, and one that we are here to celebrate, sustain, and elevate. Congratulations again. I challenge Uzima University to continue living the philosophy behind its name. Uzima meaning fullness of life. Let this institution continue nurturing healthcare professionals who serve with both competence and conscience, especially in undeserved communities. Allow me, before I conclude my remarks, that the path chosen by Uzima University to create a niche and not just to train mass training of different courses, merely in pursuit of courses that many people can afford and pay for, but rather you have chosen the path of medical field, more difficult to train, more expensive to train, but the outcomes have life-changing experience in society. And I think you're answering the question that the Right Honorable Prime Minister said. He asked a question. We have countries that we were at par several years ago at independence. But today, the gap between us and them is huge. And he has asked us, what right decisions did they make that we did not? Among them, I must say, is the kind of decisions that Uzima has made. And I can give you a few more examples. I remember in a meeting here, I informed colleagues that we made a decision to free Kenya Power from the hold of government. We decided to have 4 of the 8 directors that ordinarily were appointed by government to be appointed by the private sector, because we wanted to bring on board private sector expertise and knowledge and information. And the difference it has made in Kenya Power is immense. I remember last year, Kenya Power came from a loss-making parastatal to a profit-making organization of 30 billion Kenya shillings. And it was just a simple decision that we said, we do not want government to control the board of Kenya Power. Let me also give you another example. We have been in conversation as a country for years.
Toy sugulitam natet eng kabatishet nebo Cheptebo Agriculture Training and Innovation Center kokoito kanetishet nebo kabatishet ak ribetab kiagik kong'eten konyor icheket chamchinet kobun kibagengeit nebo serikali nebo TVETA.
Kosubkei ak chamchinet anan accreditation kobun the Technical and Vocational Education and Training Authority anan TVETA kokotoi sukulitab EIC Cheptebo Agricultural Training and Innovation Center kokoito somanetab musoknotet eng kabatishet ak ribsetab kiagik. Kong'ololi ak keteshoni yikangotochi kipsomaninik chekachut sukulinoto kong'ong Center Director nebo EIC Cheptebo Rural Development Center Joseph Kimeli kole asikonyor sukulinoto chamchinet kokisub icheket makutik tugul kobun kibagengeinata ikoitoi chamchinet nebo TVETA.
Nashukuru Mungu kwa serikali kupitia idara ya TVETA kwa kutupatia accreditation. Hatungefungua leo bila kibali kutoka kwa TVETA. So nikiongea tuko na hiyo certificate accreditation ambayo ni kibali ya kwamba Cheptebo is like the other colleges ambaye wamepata kibali. Nimeshuhudia wale ambaye wamejiadmit kusomea course ya 1 year, hiyo ya agricultural extension. Nimeona wale wa dairy farming management, na nimeona wale ya course ya 2 years ya sustainable agriculture for rural development level 5.
Tungependa kueleza kuwa hapa Cheptebo tuko accredited ka venye director wetu amesema kuwa tumekuwa accredited na licensed by TVETA na TVETA SIDAC.
Kikoek kebebertab Cheptebo Rural Development Center kabarunet nemie eng meng'ikab Kerio Valley eng kakaitoetab somanetab kabatisiet anan agricultural demonstrations.
Tunahakikishia kuwa masomo ambayo wanafunzi watapata huku kwetu itakuwa masomo ya hali ya juu. Alafu tuko na lecturers ambao wamehitimu, tuko na experience ambayo ni ya miaka 38 na demo plots, demo farm ambayo tuko nayo imekuwa ikifanya, it's a functional demo farm of which mwanafunzi akiweza kujifunza kwa hii demo farm yetu, akienda huko nje atakuwa very marketable.
Na nataka kuwapatia hakikisho ya kwamba masomo ya hapa AIC Cheptebo Agricultural Training and Innovation Center itakuwa quality training. Tutapeana ile training ambaye msasi atafurahia, ambaye mwanafunzi atafurahia.
Chechang eng kipsomaninik chekanyor boroindo nebo kosoman eng sukul noto kobunu kebeberta noto bo Kerio Valley ak counties alak chenekite komosata.
Kwa majina naitwa Gladys Ruto. Mimi ni mkaaji wa Rokocho hapa karibu. Mimi nilisikia hii shule kwa kanisa. Huwa tunakujanga kanisa Cheptebo tukasikia. Alafu mimi nimependa kujoin kwa sababu ni karibu na nyumbani, nitakuwa nakuja nikiendanga. Sasa na encourage watu wengine wenye wako nyumbani, wanafunzi wenye bado wanataka kusoma. Hata mimi ni mama lakini nataka bado watu wakuje wasome. Mimi nimependa kukuja kusoma kwa sababu sikumaliza kusoma bado.
Kwa majina naitwa Joel Langat. Mimi ni mkazi wa Eldoret. Ndio nimefika huku Cheptebo, nikakuja nikaangalia shule. It's a very nice school, as you can see the environment. Their courses are good. For me, I'm thinking of taking dairy farming. I think that is the best course. Yeah.
Nimefurahi sana kuona wanafunzi kutoka as far as Tarbo kule Wasingishu. Kuna wanafunzi wengine kutoka Wasingishu hapo town ya Eldoret. Kuna wengine wanatoka Iten, Kapchelal, kule Kapkoi. Nimeona wanafunzi kutoka as far as Kamnorok, as far as kule sehemu za Baringo wamekuja hapa. Na tena nimeona wanafunzi from the community, our community here, community ya Cheptebo, Rokocho, community ya Soi North Ward. Nimeona na nimefurahi sana.
Kongete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Eng tetutikab serikali chebo kakimitet ak ripsetab kalyet eng emet kotesetai cabinet secretary nebo ripsetab kalyet eng emet orit Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen ak tetutik chebo koker kole kaimuch kokaschi biikab emet akobo magutik chotok chebo ripsetab kalyet eng tetutiet nenat ko jukwaa la usalama ole mitei eng komasta notok pa Upper Eastern ole tesetai tetutiet notok eng komasta nebo Tharaka Nithi County. Ngenyoru ngalala notok tesetai eng inguni.
Investigation done to ensure that we don't punish our officers unless
Nataka nipeane nafasi 5 kwa members of the public. In the first phase, number 1 wewe, 2, sema 1. Yule wa nyuma, wewe ni namba 2, wewe ni namba 3, namba 4, namba 5. Alafu tutarudia ngine. Wait a minute.
our chief guests, the CS for Interior and National Administration, fellow participants, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. Mine will be brief. First of all, I want to thank you, sir, for having found time to come to be with us today. Indeed, this Usalama, Jukwaa la Usalama is an innovation in the way we do business in administration. So thank you so much for this initiative, and feel welcome again to Tharaka-Nithi. From where we sit as DCCs, as we are the overall coordinators of the national government functions in the sub-counties, and therefore we have the bird eye view of all things that are happening, the manner in which things are happening in the sub-counties. Our responsibility is broad as we coordinate to ensure that the government programs, policies, and projects are implemented as per expectation, to ensure that we help the government and the president deliver the promises that he gave to the people. We have been at the forefront implementing those policies and programs. And like my senior, the CC had said this morning, we have been at the forefront, including in issues to do with SHA. I can attest that we have been able to sensitize and mobilize people for registration, and we are doing well as a county. We've been working also in the areas of climate change, and we have been coordinating the issues of tree growing, and I can report that every other first Friday of the month, the shift through the Climate Action Day have been planting trees, and we have been giving reports to that effect. We have been monitoring projects and coordinated to ensure that they are implemented in a manner that is smooth, to ensure that we address the conflict that arise, and also address the issues that may impede the implementation of those projects, so that timeline is kept and also they're implemented within the set budget line. Otherwise, that would otherwise have been affected by the delays. We continue to support every other government department, like it is our duty to do in matters of coordination. Therefore, sir, as the coordinators of the national government at that level, we can assure you that we are up to task, and we are much more than ready to continue to deploy ourselves to service delivery in the sub-county, to ensure the county is well managed in terms of management of public affairs. I'm sure we are talking about challenges. However, in administration, us as DCCs and as leaders, of the team leaders, sometimes we are constrained on raising challenges in public. However, because you are the main audience, we are encouraged to say something. So I'm talking to my colleagues there on the ground, and we are looking at the resources provided. We won't say that it's not adequate, but we would appreciate if it is enhanced. The reason being that the duties that we do, our mandate is so broad that sometimes we carry the responsibilities of other departments on our heads. And the much we get, or do I say the little that we get, sometimes is not enough. So in the financial management, they say that finance will fall function. But then sometimes when we are coordinating, sometimes the interior resources are the ones that are being used to take care of other departments' operations, which should not be the case. If it should be the case, therefore, then we need to have enhancement of our allocation. Some of my colleagues here, also they have reminded me that they don't have offices. We appreciate that the area members of parliament are supporting us in office accommodation, but we also request that if the ministry at its own level can put a budget, it could be there, but it may not be adequate, if you can bid for more resources so that we also supplement what the members of parliament are doing through the national government, CDF, and we'll appreciate. Us also who have some offices, some of them may require some routine maintenance. So we would also request that resources for maintenance of these offices also are provided or enhanced. I'm also reminded that we are operating under the digital world, and the equipment that we have in our offices is almost obsolete. Some of them were given when these sub-counties were being initiated in 2009, and they have not been replaced. And in terms of technology, we know they may be obsolete, and therefore we require maybe replacement. It is an issue that may cut across the country. It may not be the Raganidi issue. So from your desk, I think you can handle it from that level, sir. On issues of transport, we are glad that some of us have transport through the leased vehicles, but a number of DCCs, like there are new ones, and even there is one from Mozambique, they don't have. So if it's possible, if resources allows, please kindly take up that matter so that the DCCs travel a lot within the sub-county, coordinating all these functions. And also there is also something that we call the image of the government. So how do we want to see a DCC on a border attending to a government function or responding to an issue? It doesn't give a really good image of the government. And we are the face of the government.
Chitap Kalenjin gagituk chota kaimetab logoek chok chebo emet kakimuch keibun kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV kongoi missing awobaraindo nekaikonech iker Kass TV kigurena Jacqueline Arusei ak amagun kit age tugul nemie.